When I tell you it's everything up here, my mother dropped me off today, right? Because she been off, I think she off this week. Oh, she dropped me off, she came up here. She thought they got milk and honey up here. I said, yeah, she was like,
And if I still screamed at people while I begged, I'd be like, quit pretending like you're not seeing me. I know you see me. Quit saying you don't see me. What, you don't see me? You not see me? You don't see? Can you see me? I not see you because they're all Nazis. They don't see you, they not see you. And so that's the method they use in Washington, D.C. to fuck over the world and their own people. How can you earmark billions of dollars for Israel and the people of suffering in Gaza in the same bill? You tell me that. You justify helping Israel because of bombing from Iran, and then you help the refugees in Gaza earmarked in the same money when Israel's conducting the largest open-air prison and starvation project and probably breeding project in the world with the Palestinians, using Israel as a hub. That shit never existed before World War II. It was created in the 1950s. And now we're giving them billions and billions of dollars. And these people pretend they don't see the suffering here just in the United States, just in Washington, D.C. alone. Do you see the suffering? I don't see anything. Do you see it? Not see. Do you see it? Not see. They don't see nothing, do you? They don't. They walk by. They don't see the people dying in the streets of D.C. They don't see the racism. They don't see the classism. They don't see the fucking ethnocentrism, and they don't see the genocide. Not see. Do you see it? Nah, I don't see it. They not see nothing. They see their bank accounts. They see protecting their own children and let everybody else go to shit. I hope they start to see God, though. And I hope God makes them all see when they look in the mirror every day. And I hope God teaches their children to actually see people rather than to not see them. Because these people walking through here are teaching their children not to see. Hey kids, don't look at the suffering. We're rich as fuck and we travel the planet. We got all the money. We don't see nothing. Do you see it? I don't see nothing. I not see. Look, they don't see nothing. They teach their children not to see anything. Don't look, kids. Not see it. Apart eyes. Use your apart eyes. You're part-eyed. These people in Washington, D.C. are apart-eyed. They don't see anything, yet they come from all over the world to divvy up all the debt, apparently 30 some trillion dollars that we're expected to pay to all these people. I don't see that happening. I don't see that at all. These people are all Nazis, though. They teach their children not to see. Hey kids, don't look at the suffering, just look the other way. We don't have to see nothing, because we Nazis. We're Nazis. We use eyes to keep us apart. Y'all get it yet? Language. Time. Fake education. Misdirection of the past. If you can't even properly say that humankind has existed for tens and tens of thousands of years and that the Buddha was from 25,000 years ago, trying to say that human remains with intelligence were just found 10,000 years ago in Nerja, Spain. No, but look, they don't see. They just walk by and don't help the sufferers, including me. Hi, do you see? Not see. Do you see? Not see. They don't see nothing because they're all Nazis here, meaning they don't see anything, and they use eyes to keep themselves apart. And their money and their guns and their people with guns. And that's what they use on the Americans and the rest of the world. All these rich people walking through here. I'm a few blocks from the White House in the heart of the legal district, where all the lawyers from all over the world come to do all the paperwork to trick everyone to keep paying debts to the United States so everybody can get their little piece. They can get their massages, their vacations, and their gourmet dinners and their travel. while everybody else has to work 2 or 3 jobs just to survive in the United States. I guess they don't see that neither. I hate this world, and that's why I came back to DC to try and make it a better world, because I was abused as a child here in the DC area, and I mean many ways, by many men and other things too. Then I was abused more recently in my life here by the police, the medical system, and the streets. Now I'm fending for myself, trying to care for myself. I guess no one sees that neither. Why'd y'all all do that to me? Rest in Virginia. And the rest of y'all too. Oh look, he didn't see it, he's a Nazi too. Oh well, the Nazis come in all colors and backgrounds here. Just remember, it's the words they use and the paperwork they use in all the languages to trick us and have us not know where the money goes to all these think tanks and special groups that really just fund their families to have travel. They can bring their kids to work and get them daycare. The rest of the world suffers and has to have multiple jobs. And in some countries, people don't even have electricity. So I'll beg some more and probably get nothing, because they don't see anything except for their own selves. Do you see me? I not see you, because they're Nazis. Washington, D.C., the Rainbow Coalition of Nazis. Hey, don't blame me. I'm going to use my eyes in the future to stay apart from you all. And you know, I think the worst thing to top it off, I've had people I know ignore me, literally, or say they're gonna help me and then never come back to help me, and I've known them for like 30-some years. But the worst part is seeing artists walk by and ignore me that I know. I just saw one walk by about a half an hour ago. And then there's 2 other artists I've seen out here. And that's the most hurtful thing. Of course I expect all these government administrators and military and money people who fuck over the world to ignore me, because that's what they do. They hate people like me, and they want me dead all over the world. They want people like me dead so they can continue to rape and pillage the world. But to have other artists here in the area who are obviously part of the machine ignore me, guess y'all ain't really artists. Y'all are just bitch asses who ignore your suffering friends in the streets. So that means, like in the big picture, down the road, when you're doing well and nice, and you see your friends from the punk rock artist hardcore scene or skateboarding scene, whatever you want to call it, you'll ignore them in the future. So that makes each of you a piece of shit. And I hope you see it in the mirror and your family's figured out. And I hope God teaches you that you're each a piece of shit. And I hope you eventually lose all your artistry and go fucking mishmash insane. And that's what I hope. Because if you're not going to help the fellow artists out here who are trying to get things accomplished in the public eye and with government, and you're going to just take the wrong side and not even acknowledge me, say hi to me, or give me $1 or ask how I'm doing, you're not an artist. You're not anything. What you are is a fucking rubber stamp craft person. You do craft. And craft is what people use on people to fuck them over. Craft. Like Kraft macaroni and cheese, which I grew up basically on Kraft macaroni and cheese, frozen pizzas, Cheerios, piles of spoonfuls of sugar, 2% homogenized milk, and school lunches, and Coca-Cola. Now let's have some fun. Okay, so it's hard to do this because I'm trying to, because I'm not in the right space for it mentally. But here's the fun part. Okay, here's a few of the common things that people do with their eyes to keep you apart from them. First, you got the glare. There's like an anger, get away from me in the glare. Then you've got the side eye. You have to kind of shoot it hard. Side eye, glare. And then you got, what's the other one? Just the hateful stare. I guess that's the glare. Side eye, there's the glare. Then there's just to kind of look away. Like you use your peripheral vision and you vibe to somebody. Don't look at me. Stay away from me. And then for folks who don't know how to do that, they use sunglasses to train people to vibe people to stay away from them. Sunglasses. And that is a basic with the apart eyes. And they don't see nothing. They say, did you see anything? No, I didn't see anything. And that's how they came with the term Nazis and apartheid. South Africa, Germany. Apartheid. Keep your eyes, keep you apart from people. Nazi. Did you see anything? I didn't see anything. And then the G-men used to go around handing $1,000 bills to people to be false witnesses or to say they didn't say nothing. I guess that's how they got Reuben Hurricane Carter all them years ago up in New Jersey. Put him in prison for 20-some years until a little kid from New York and his friends from Canada got him out of prison after many, many years of fighting the government. I don't know. That's true. Let's not forget the glaze, where you just create like an impenetrable bubble around yourself. And then there's a slit. That is slits. You're walking. So, a few different things there. Check it out. All these people around here pretend they don't see me. They don't see me. Do you see me? I not see you. And they use their eyes to be apart from me and pretend they don't see me. They not see. They're not seeing me. They're Nazis. They're apart-eyed. They use eyes to stay apart. They're apartheid. They're Nazis and apartheid here in Washington, D.C. when you're homeless and in need. In fact, they ignore it across the world and pretend they're not fucking over the world. And I'm sitting out here begging for help in my home city, and I got barely anything, and nothing yet today.